Hello, so I have just done a video about how to sterilise, and now I'm going to try and do a video on how to rack. This one, the camera angle is going to be a bit weird because I'm going to have to spend much of the time crouching. You'll see what I mean, and apologies for my cold as well. So what I'm going to rack is my rose petal and my rose petal and orange. So the rose petal is pretty murky. Let me try and show you that. So that's the rose petal, and that's also the rose petal. So not entirely clear. Once I've racked it, I'm going to have to try and clear it up by putting in some more pectolase. If this all works, I'll try and show you how to do that, but probably I won't. Anyway, and my rose petal and orange is quite a lot better, and that is the rose petal and orange, and you can see it's quite a lot more see-through. So what I have to hand are my 3 demijohns, which are empty. There we go. And also my siphon. And you'll see what I need to do that. So I also have a glass for testing purposes, because at the end of the racking I need to have a little sip to see how it is, how much sugar it's going to need, because there will be a gap. If you have a look here, you'll see that there's a sediment. And so the idea of racking is to move the wine off the sediment, which will inevitably mean that there's going to be a gap of about that at the top of the demijohn, which I will need to fill. And I fill that with a mixture of water and sugar. So let's see if this works. Bear with me for a second. Hang on. Right, I'm going to be racking the middle one, which is a rose petal. Hello, rose petal. I'm not going to do all 3 on this video. I'm just going to do one, because all 3 would be dull. One's dull enough, and it would make it last forever. So, first thing I do, get the demijohn that you want, take out the cork from the one that you're going to rack, get your siphon with the bund bit at the bottom. The reason for the bund is to stop the sediment flowing into the wine. You put it into there. Oh, it's really very murky. You can hardly see it. And I put it down about halfway, a bit more, and sorry, this is not going to be the most exciting video you have ever seen, because the next bit just requires me to wait. So I suck on this, it draws the liquid into the tube, and then gravity takes its course, and it will go into this demijohn here. So there we go. Right, and so now I just wait. So it's gradually going down. I would tell you jokes, but I think I can only remember 2, and they last longer than this is going to take. One's about a nun in a car, the other's about a bear ordering drinks in a bar. They're my 2 best jokes. So, okay, this is taking longer than I thought. 2 nuns in a car. It's night time, a bat is flying towards them. One nun says to the other, sister, what should I do? The other nun who's driving says, wind down the window and show it your cross. So the nun winds down the window and says, go away, piss off. Ta-da. Anyway, that's one of my best jokes. I really don't have time for the bear one, but the punchline is, I was born with them. So the rose petal is gradually going down. I have to lower the siphon towards the sediment as it gets towards it. And now I'm going to need to concentrate. So I then, as it's getting quite close, oh God, I tip the Demijohn so that I pick up as much liquid as possible and as little sediment. Because I'm trying to do two things at once, I did knock it a bit, which isn't great, because that means inevitably I'm going to get a bit of sediment, but that's all right. If I get too much, I can always rack it again in the future. So as the wine gets lower and lower, I need to then make sure no sediment's going in and there. So then, having stopped that, I'll show you that closer shortly. I then put, because my tube is slightly too short, I lower the first Demijohn and get my glass. I put the bund over the glass and I tip like that. So that's going to be the murkiest of my wine. I then tip that up, take the siphon out. Because the wine that I've just siphoned from was sterile anyway, I can store my siphon in that wine ready for the next one to do. And I get my first taste of rose petal, which I made in July. Very rosy, quite dry, so I'm going to need a bit of sugar in that. And cheers. Shocking that it's not yet noon. So I put that there, and you see that I have a bit of a gap from there to there, which I'm going to fill up with a water and sugar solution. My guess is that's going to need another half pint of water in, and I'll probably put in 2 ounces of sugar, something like that. But I'll do that off camera because it's going to take me too long otherwise. Anyway, that's how I rack. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.